This video is for the 6th grade Fair Use Project Assignment 2. First, you're going to go to drive.google.com, and then up at the top, you're going to just start typing in the name of your presentation from last class, and then you'll click on it when it appears. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to add a new slide. So you're going to need to click on the last slide, so slide 3 in this case, and then click on the plus sign in order to add a new slide. And then you're going to title the new slide, How to Search Google for Creative Commons Pictures. And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to go to Google and demonstrate it. So you're going to just open up a new tab and then just do a search for any kind of image. Obviously school appropriate. So I happen to like cats. So you're going to click on image. And then what you're going to do is click on search tools and then click on usage rights. And right now what we're going to do is just take a screenshot. So you're going to hold Control and the button above the 6 on the keyboard. And then you're going to click copy to clipboard in the bottom right corner. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to return back to your presentation, and then you're going to hit Control and V on your keyboard, and that's going to paste the screenshot that you just took. And you want to just click and drag in the top left corner in order to make it a little smaller so that way we can see our title. You're just going to click the border where it says click to add text and then hit backspace to get rid of it. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to add some arrows. So you're going to click on the shape tool with the circle and the square, and you're going to click on arrows, and you want to choose the one that's pointing to the right, so the first one, and you want to point it so that it's pointing at images. So you should see images there in blue. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to add another arrow, and this arrow is going to be, so click shapes and then arrows, and this one's going to be pointing to the left. So you're going to click and drag and have another arrow pointing to search tools. You're then going to hit Control C to copy it and then Control V to paste it, and you're going to put that pasted arrow so that it's pointing to usage rights right there. And then last but not least, we're going to click on the shape tool again, arrows, and we're going to do the up arrow, and we're going to have it pointing to the different options that we see. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to add text boxes. So you're going to click on the T for text box, and you're going to click and drag to draw a text box right next to the arrow pointing to images. And then you'll type something like this. First, click images. And then you're going to put in another text box, so you'll click on the T for text box. And then you want to tell people to click search tools. So then you would type something like this, second, click search tools. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add a third text box. And so you'll click on the T again. And then you'll do your third step, which is third, click usage rights. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add a last text box, and the last text box, you'll click on the T for the text box, and then you want to say something like, finally choose a license. And so then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make the text box a bit bigger, and we want to also shrink the font because we're going to get into more specific information about the license. So anyway, what you're going to do is just go ahead and click on the text box, and then you're going to highlight, click and drag to highlight the text. And we want to choose a smaller size, like maybe size 10. So you click up the arrow to change the font size. And then what you're going to do is make it so that the text box is nice and big. So click and drag the bottom right corner so it's nice and big. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hit enter on your keyboard, and you're going to add a bullet by clicking on the bullet button, the 3 dots with the 3 lines. And basically what you want to do is you want to include stuff that's going to explain the 5 different licenses. So right now I'm just going to show you what I typed for mine, and I actually just have to make the I have to make it a little bit bigger. And notice it's difficult to read, so the last thing you want to do is change the color of any text boxes that are difficult to read. So you'd click on the text box, and then you'd click on the paint can, and you know, and choose whatever color. And generally you want to make the arrows match with the same color. It just makes it easier to read. But anyway, what you're going to do then is make sure that you explain the 4 different types of licenses. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on present so we can see it a little bigger. But basically you've got the 4 different types labeled for reuse with modification, meaning that you can use it to change it or make money. Labeled for reuse, meaning you can make money from it but you can't change it. Non-commercial reuse, you have permission to change it but not to make money. And then labeled for non-commercial, you only have permission to use the picture. So each of these 4 different types of licenses are explained, and that's it.